Hello, everybody. I feel really awkward because I am not reacting to anything. I'm just filming myself talk, which is awkward for some reason. And I haven't filmed anything for a while. I've just been posting stuff that I had already previously filmed kind of a long time ago, so it feels weird. I was gonna post this in like in the community posts, but I kept typing and typing and typing, and it was getting longer and longer and longer. So I thought it'd be easier just to make a video about it, so I could just tell you everything, and it would be easier that way. And if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If you don't, you don't. November, the end of November and the beginning of December so far have been crazy. I've just been so much going on, with the holidays and everything, and Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Now I'm doing Elf on the Shelf stuff with my daughter. We're doing a December reading challenge where she's got, school parties coming up and school assemblies, and there's been presents and present wrapping and Christmas decorating. And oh, by the way, I was gonna try to see. I need to figure out a way to. I wanted to have the tree in the background. Ooh, nice. That looks lovely. I put a tree up in the back corner, and if I film like this, or however I had it before, you can't even see it. So I'm going to have to change my direction of my videos or something, because I wanted it in the background of the videos, because it's so pretty and festive. I got a little white tree from the Dollar General for $35. Not too shabby. It's got a lot of big gaps and holes in it and stuff. It's a cheaper, cheesier tree, that's for sure, but not too bad for, $35 compared to other trees that are like $200-$300. Ridiculous. Even $500, $600, $1,000. It still has more work to be done on it. I have a star to put on top of it that I got off of eBay or Etsy. No, Etsy. I got it off of Etsy. And some more ornaments and things like that. And I'll probably do another video talking about it. I wasn't even going to talk about that in this video, but I went on a little rant as usual. Okay, so this video. So I got a lot going on, and I put a lot on my plate. And that's a good transition to talking about putting too much on my plate. I have struggled with my weight my whole life since I was a little kid. And I've went through ups and downs. I feel like I've never been like a skinny little girl, I've always been kind of big, broad-shouldered, big, tall girl, big, everything. But I've been a lot slimmer. But I've always been kind of big, and it really bothered me when I was young, teenager, stuff like that, because I wanted to be this tiny, scrawny, little perfect, like Britney Spears looking girl with a belly button ring and wearing little cut-off shirts and, that sort of thing. But now that I'm in my 30s and I'm a mom, and I really just have grown comfortable in my skin, and I don't care anymore about that stuff. I mean, yeah, I would like to look prettier and healthier and smaller or whatever. I don't like having fat on my body and stuff, but I've just kind of got comfortable in my skin, and this is me, and this is who I am, and so I'm not as worried about it. And I love food. I love drink. So I was kind of choosing, I'd rather just eat everything I want and drink everything I want, than be miserable all the time and dieting and starving myself, and so I can have a smaller body, because I just rather be me and eat whatever I want. But so ever since, like, I tried to eat good when I was pregnant. I tried to eat really healthy then and not drink caffeine and stuff like that. I did drink caffeine every once in a while. I couldn't help myself. But I tried to really cut back because I, wanted anything healthy for the baby. But then after the baby was born, she's 5 years old now. So the past 5 years, I've, been eating anything I want. Sugary, salty, super bad foods, just fast food like crazy every day. Fast food, pop, soda pop, thinking I'm, other than getting fatter and fatter, that I'm fine, I can do whatever. I'm invincible. But my body said, no, no, no. And I've started showing symptoms of diabetes. And that's something I didn't even really think about. Like, I thought, I'm 32 years old. I'm young. Maybe when I'm in my late 40s or 50s or 60s or something, maybe I would have to worry about that sort of thing. Or maybe I don't have to worry about it at all. I don't know. My skin breaking out like crazy, dry skin, oily skin. My hair, I feel like, very dry scalp, falling out. And then my feet were having symptoms, and I felt extremely tired all the time. I'd eat, and then I'd feel so tired, and I have no energy, and just so many things. And there's people in my family that are close to me that have diabetes, and I know it runs in my family. It's in my blood, so it scares me. And so I was like, okay, I love pop more than anything. I love it so much. I'm obsessed. I drink Pepsi like 24/7 all day long. I'm drinking Pepsi, chugging it down. I even have a mini fridge in my bedroom that was always stocked with Pepsi, and I would have Pepsi all the time. I'd have Pepsi before I went to bed. I'd have Pepsi in the morning. I had Pepsi all the time. It's bad. I was just in a state of mind where I was like, I'm not going to quit drinking that. No way, no how. It's like when you're smoking and you're like, I don't want to stop smoking. I'm not going to stop smoking. I love it. And you can just, but then you have to be in this right mindset where you're like, okay, I'm going to stop. That's it. I'm done. Whatever. So very, very hard for me. I never thought I would be stopping so quickly in my life, but I was like, I'm going to stop drinking pop. I'm going to still eat whatever I want, but I'm going to stop drinking pop because I know how horrible it is for you. I know it is destroying my body. I know it is very, very bad, and it's a bad addiction. And I don't let my daughter drink caffeine of any kind. I don't let her have anything with caffeine at all. No tea, nothing. Nothing with caffeine in it. Unless it's a food that has caffeine and I just don't know about it. It slips by. But I don't let her drink anything with caffeine, which is something I thought I would never do as a parent. But I was like, it's a simple thing I can do. I can just not let her have caffeine. I kind of treat it the same as alcohol. I wouldn't let her have anything alcoholic. it's not allowed. It's 100% not allowed. So to me, I treat caffeine drinks like it's alcohol, and I would never let her have it. She has had it at other places, though. I know she has. So I know she's had it, but I don't let her have it. Except for one time. One time I let her have it. I'll admit it. There was one time she was at a birthday party, and the only thing they offered to drink was pop. 2 different kinds of pop. And I was like, and I felt like I'd be like a bee mom if I was like, I don't let her have pop. She can have water or something, get her a different type of drink. I felt like I shouldn't have. I should have said something like that. But I felt like they would look at me like I was a freak or something. And all of the other kids were drinking it. And I was like, I felt like she was taking drugs or something. I was like, but she had like 1 cup. She probably took a couple of sips. And that was it, of like Coke or something. And that's the only time I've allowed her to have it. And I felt really bad about it. It's really dumb. When I was a kid, I drank pop nonstop. Like, that's pretty much all I drank. And I grew up never drinking water. It was always sugary drinks all the time. So I just was raised to, like, we didn't, in my whole house, nobody drank water ever. Everyone hated it. Everyone was just sugary pop or tea with tons and tons of sugar in it, or Kool-Aid with tons of sugar in it. That's the only things that were drank in our house. And we didn't have the healthiest eating lifestyle either. So but I always overindulged too. So anyways, I stopped drinking pop, and that was a big stepping stone for me. And I thought that's what I was going to end it out on for a long time, was just that. And started carrying around water bottle like this, which I've had for a while, but I never used because I hate water. Anyways, it has like half of your daily amount of water you're supposed to drink, I guess, 32 ounces. And then you're supposed to fill it up again and drink again, which I've been for the past week or so. I've been pretty much drinking at least 2 bottles of this every day. Sometimes I get to a third fill up of it. I bring it to work and I drink it a lot at work. I've pretty much only drank water, but I have a couple of times gotten like a fruit smoothie with all fruit, no added stuff. But I know fruit naturally has a lot of sugar in it, so that's not really necessarily that great, but it's better than other things. And I've had little 100-calorie orange juice that's like that big, like the little bitty bottle of Simply orange juice, a couple of times for breakfast or something. Grabbed it and I was just like, I want something different than water. And I got this, I found it in our pantry, a little squirt bottle of, it's like Hawaiian Punch flavoring stuff. And it claims that it has 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 sodium, 0, like nothing in it. I don't see how that's possible. I don't see how that's possible, but it says it doesn't have like anything bad in it. And you squirt it in your water and it makes it taste like Hawaiian Punch. And I've done that a couple of times, but I'm trying to mostly just drink water by itself because I feel like there's got to be something bad in that squirt juice stuff, but I don't know. I don't trust it. Like, it's magic. But anyways, so I thought I was going to start feeling amazingly better. I did feel really a lot better at first. And that was probably about a week before Thanksgiving or so when I stopped drinking pop and I was only drinking water for the most part. So I felt a little better, had more energy and stuff. I was proud of myself. And I was like, okay, I'm still kind of I'm eating whatever I want, but I'm trying to not like go crazy. Like really like eat tons and tons of food and like, you know, what's the word? Stuff myself. Like where I'm like, oh God, I'm so miserable. And I knew Thanksgiving was coming up. I was like, I'm gonna just take it easier on Thanksgiving. Not go crazy like I normally would, and have plates and plates and plates of it, and tons of pie and tons of sugary stuff. I had 2 plates. I wanted to stop at 1, but I was like, I gotta have 2. 2 plates of food with like dressing and turkey and ham and mashed potatoes and green bean casserole. But I skipped the sweet potatoes, which are really sugary, I think. They're like a dessert and they're really sugary. I don't like sweet potato casserole or whatever. I don't like it anyways, so I skipped it. And everybody was saying it tasted really gross. So I'm glad I didn't even bother with it. And then there was these apples that had tons of sugar on them, like a dessert apple slices that were in like, you know, like sugary, warm apples. And I skipped that too. Or no, wait, did I skip that? I didn't skip that, did I? I had a little bit of that, but I didn't have the sweet potatoes. And I had 1 slice of pumpkin pie with Cool Whip on it. But I wanted to have more, but I didn't. I wanted to have like half of a pie, but I didn't. And then I didn't have any leftovers for the rest of the week. I should have, because we had a fridge full of stuff, but I didn't because the weekend after, because Thanksgiving's on a Thursday, the weekend after Thanksgiving, my daughter was away, my parents went away, I had the house to myself, and I was like, I'm gonna get me one of my favorite foods. Mexican food is my favorite. I love it so much. And I went to Baja Jack's and got me a giant thing of nachos with shredded chicken on it and all of the stuff, you know, the beans and the guacamole and the sour cream and the cheese and the salty tortilla chips and the shredded chicken and jalapenos, and actually sounds kind of healthy when you think about it, but it's not. And a side thing of refried beans, and I ate it, and it's a big amount, like it's more than you should probably eat in one sitting, but I stuffed it all down, scarfed it all down, and my feet were swelling super bad. I felt awful, and I had myself a good cry. And I was like, what am I doing to myself? This is not good, and I am done. I am done with this. I can't eat like this anymore. I can't live like this. I just, in my mind, I just mentally drew a line and was like, I'm done with this. I'm starting a healthier lifestyle. I'm avoiding calling it a diet, because to me, a diet is something temporary that always gets broken and always does not work out. So this is a lifestyle change, because I need to change for the rest of my life. It's not something you can just do for a temporary time and give up. You have to do it for the rest of your life, which sucks. Sucks so bad. It sucks. But that's the way you have to look at it, I guess. I don't know. I've done so many diets, so many things over the years that I always gave up on. I don't know. Here I am starting another one. See what happens. Maybe with YouTube, you know, you guys watching me, maybe that will keep me in line and I won't give up. And also I have a child, so that will help. The other times I've tried dieting, I didn't have a kid. I was just like a single girl in the world, and I was like, whatever, no cares in the world. You really change your perspective when you have kids. Your life really changes. Hugely. When I stopped pop, I got a massive migraine headache. It was so miserable and I was so nauseous and I did throw up. For a day, I was miserable. I did not do any YouTube editing or filming. I was down for the count. That day. I don't remember what day that was. It was towards the end of November sometime. But after that, I got over it. And I've been fine ever since. Haven't been having caffeine withdrawal headaches anymore. Now I'm good. I'm off caffeine. You just have to get through that horrible period and then you're good. And then if you go back and drink caffeine again, you'll have to start over again. So don't do it. It's like getting over alcohol or drugs or cigarettes or anything like that. Well, it's not cigarettes. Not really. I think you don't really, I don't know. I guess you go through withdrawals because it kind of gives you the shakes and stuff. But then you always crave nicotine or stuff for the rest of your life. But I mean, I always crave pop for the rest of my life. I don't know. Anyways, so I officially started my lifestyle change Sunday after Thanksgiving. It was November 27th. Was the day that I first started. I was like, I'm going to count my calories. I'm going to cut down on sugar and sodium and watch that for sure. I can't do everything because it's too stressful. It's stressful enough doing calorie counting and sugar and sodium. So don't be like, you need to watch your carbohydrates and you need to watch your blah, 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 and your blah, 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 and your blah, blah, blah. I'm doing my best. I have this app that I've used for a very long time, since my teens, maybe early 20s, whenever, I don't know when it was created, but it's called MyFitnessPal. Very popular app. And you can type in, it used to let you do a lot more. It's annoying because they try to cut down on certain things and they want you to pay like $70 a year for a subscription. And I'm like, can't you just give it to me for free? But it does let you do a lot of things for free as well. Like keep track of your calories for the day and weight loss and some things like that. But there's a lot of things that are locked unless you pay for a subscription, which I'm thinking about doing, but I'm not for sure if I will because I'm getting by with doing stuff for free on there right now. So I don't know if I should pay for one or not. It'll unlock some more things I can do, but I don't know. I'm pretty cheap, frugal. I don't want to do it. So since November 27th, I've been every single day typing in breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, anything I eat or drink for the day. I've been marking into that thing and keeping track of the calories, the sugar, the sodium, everything like that every day and staying under my calorie goal every day, except for one day I think I went over by about 100 calories. I had a little setback, but I still lost weight. The next day I was less than I was before, and I didn't, it was just just went over the calories a little bit. That just means it will take longer for me to lose weight is all. It was a little setback. It's okay. I can't be perfect. Normally when I've dieted in the past, I always had a cheat day. I'd have at least one day a week where I would eat anything I wanted. But I'm not allowing myself to have that because I think it will kind of undo everything I've done. And I can't really have a cheat day like that. But I guess I could count that one time as a cheat time. that I went over my calories a little bit. Whatever. I had an extra taco. I had a taco and it was like so good. I had two tacos for the day instead of normally I would eat probably like 10-15 tacos. Like, eat a ton of tacos. It was like eating one chip out of a chip bag, you know. It's like, I can't just have one taco, one tiny taco. And I had one more taco. And I would have went on the elliptical, because there is an elliptical machine, workout machine in our house. I would have went on it and try to burn some calories, like for 20-30 minutes or something to make up for it. But it was late at night and people were asleep and stuff like that. So I can't be perfect. Whatever. I'll make up for it someday. But every day, I also bought myself a new weight scale because the one in our bathroom was broken, not working right. I bought myself a really nice, it's called Renpho, something like that, Renpho. I don't remember. And it has its own app that works with the weight scale. So when you step on it, you can make it go onto the app and keep track of your weight on there. But I don't really need that because I immediately go into MyFitnessPal and update my weight on there every time I weigh myself. And I've been weighing myself pretty much every day. I know that you shouldn't really go day to day with weight. You should do it like once a week maybe or something, but I just can't help myself. I'm like every morning when I wake up, I go to the bathroom first so I can weigh a little bit less and make sure I'm wearing very little clothes and to stand on the weight scale. But I do that every time, so it's not like I'm cheating because I'm always doing that, but because I'm like this pants, a shirt, whatever, it's gonna weigh extra, you know. I have been either staying the same, but mostly I've been losing at least a percentage of a pound every day when I get on the scale. It's been, 12 days or so, 12, 13 days, something like that, since I started, November 27th. 9 days in, I made it to 10 pounds lost. I was amazed. I didn't think I was going to do that so quickly and so just, I was like, oh my gosh, 10 pounds. And it's helping me keep going because it's encouraging me. I'm like, wow. Because other times I've done diets and I didn't really lose any weight. And it just depressed me. And I was like, whatever, I'll just eat what I want. And I gave up. So this has kept me on track because I'm losing weight steadily. Now I'm at 11 pounds and like 11.8 or something. I might have made it to 12 now. I don't know. I'm pretty proud of myself. And my symptoms that I'd been having that were showing pre-diabetes or whatever have gone down significantly to, I still have stuff, but I feel like my skin is clearing up more. I know drinking pop was probably one of the main reasons I had acne so bad. Of course, I have major acne scars all over my cheeks and face, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I used to get compliments on my skin a lot. I don't know why. I was like, what? I guess on moments when I'd stop drinking pop, people would be like, your skin is so clear. And I'm like, really? I guess it is for this time being. Weird. So yeah, I've been eating mostly real foods, not processed fake foods that I used to always eat, fast food, and just all junk food, pretty much packaged microwavable frozen stuff with tons of sodium in it. Like, all that frozen stuff has a ton of sodium, more than a normal human is supposed to eat in a day. Like, one tiny little thing will have so much sodium in it. It's more than you're supposed to have in a day. It's dumb. I still eat that on occasion. Like, this morning I had a frozen breakfast burrito with like potatoes and cheese and stuff, and egg. I'm not gonna cut it out completely, but I've definitely started eating a lot healthier than I was. Having salads, and I started using Skinny Girl dressing, balsamic vinaigrette, when normally I would use like Hidden Valley ranch dressing with buttermilk, like thick. And I cut it down. I was using Olive Garden signature dressing, which is like 80 calories for 2 tablespoons. And it's got a lot of sodium in it. And so now I've been trying to do Skinny Girl dressing, which is 5 calories for 2 tablespoons. And at first I was like, ugh, this tastes disgusting. But I'm kind of getting used to it. I'm like, ooh, something with flavor in it. That's great. Because I'm like eating tomatoes and broccoli and Brussels sprouts and asparagus and corn and berries and carrots and apples and all of these things. And some of it can be kind of bland because I used to put salt on it. I used to put tons of salt on my broccoli, my Brussels sprouts, all that stuff. I would add salt on it. Now I'm eating it plain. And I'm like, no, it's still good. I still like it, but it's just plainer than I would like. I love salt. I'm a salt fiend. I could live without sugary things, but I really love salt. And I really love dairy, like cheese and stuff like that. And no, that's probably not the best for you, but I can't live without cheese and dairy. And this morning I had a breakfast burrito with some cottage cheese, and which is high in protein, by the way. Didn't really know that. There's some interesting foods that are high in protein, supposedly. Oh, it was like a corn. It was like a Mexican corn mixture. This is having El Monterey breakfast burrito and some Mexican corn stuff and cottage cheese with water. I tried this drink this morning from Sprouts that was like, had chia seeds in it, and I was like gagging. I was like, it was nasty, like texture, and I drank like a quarter of it and kept track of the calories of that and then put it back in the fridge. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I've been eating fish. Fish is really yummy. Different types of fish. And pretty much every day I feel like I'm starving. But by the end of the day, I'm really not starving. I have that urge to just stuff myself with a bunch of junk. And so I'm like, I'm starving all the time. I feel like I'm starving, but I'm really not. Anyways, this is a lot longer video than I intended it to be. I'll keep you guys updated as I go along, I guess. Hopefully I'll keep on losing more and more weight. My ultimate goal is to lose 100 pounds, which would put me, if I lost about 100 pounds, it would put me at what they say I'm supposed to be for my height and stuff like that. Like my age, my height, my sex, all that type of stuff. They say that I should be like 160 to 180 pounds or something like that. I haven't been that since like I was a little kid. It's sad. Since I was like in middle school, maybe high school, and I was like running track, running bleachers, playing basketball, doing off-season, lifting weights, exercising all the time. I went without pop for at least a year during that time because our basketball coach was like, you all cannot drink pop. Everybody, even though I saw the other girls drink pop all the time, they were faking it, but I was dedicated. And I didn't drink it for the most part. May have cheated every once in a while. I always hated all of that stuff. Hate physical activity. I would be the slowest girl running. I'd be like dying. But I did it. I did exercise all the time, every day. But I was always big. I don't know. That's why I've gotten comfortable in my skin. But that's that. And I'll keep you posted, and I would love any, encouragement and tips and anything you guys want to say that would help me along. I've ordered like 3 cookbooks. Well, one of them's not really helpful, but 2 are like for diabetes foods, like to help you keep from getting diabetes, help you help with your diabetes or whatever, like those type of books. I ordered them off Amazon. One of them is food lists for diabetes. It's just like lists of foods to help me have more variety and stuff. I could just Google lists for foods, and I have for free, but I just thought it'd be nice to have a little book that was like, it might have some more helpful stuff in it, helpful tips or something. And I got this one. They're supposed to arrive tomorrow, I think. 30-day meal plan diabetic cookbook for the newly diagnosed 2023 edition. 1,500 day recipes. So that looked like a good one to me. It's really new, updated. It has a lot of really colorful, pretty looking plates of food there. Tomatoes and strawberries and blueberries and chicken, some pasta. I love pasta and I miss pasta. I haven't made any pasta since I started my lifestyle change. Because it's, I'm like, I can't eat that. This might be like vegetarian pasta or something, like made out of zucchini or something. I've tried that before and I suck at it. And it doesn't taste great to me. And then the other cookbook I bought isn't really that helpful, probably. But I heard that beans are good for you to eat if you're diabetic. And I love beans. I love chili. And I just came across this and I had to have it. It's the guy from the American version of The Office, which I love, that show. I didn't even know, but he made a cookbook about chili with 177 different recipes for chili. Like, how do you even make that many combinations of chili? But so, it's that guy. I don't remember his name on The Office. What was his name? I don't know, but I liked him. He was really funny. But I guess he's a chili guy. He loves chili. Seriously good chili cookbook. I'm excited for that one. Hopefully there's some low calorie, like low sodium, like I'm trying to find beans that says low sodium on them. If I get a craving for something sugary, I've been having like these Atkins things every once in a while, but I'm not really, I can live without sugar pretty easily, so. Like Atkins chocolatey, peanutty things or whatever. It's like, I don't want to waste my calories on that. Oh, this is the other one I had. It was pretty good. Little brownies with nuts. And then they had a strawberry cheesecakey one. It wasn't that great. I love cheesecake, and it was a weird consistency. It definitely wasn't like cheesecake. And I've been trying out different popcorns that are lower calorie. Pretty much Skinny Pop is the best one I've found so far. Skinny Pop, lowest calories, but it's really plain. I've been craving popcorn a lot lately. Anyway, I'm rambling way too long. I just don't know how to end the video. So, I'll see you later. Have a nice day. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Nice things only. And have a good day. Bye.